GyanDhan, continuing with our IELTS series, we have another interesting video for you. In this video, we are going to talk about listening for specific information. So let's get started. In the previous IELTS listening video, you learnt about IELTS listening exam structure and band scores. If you haven't watched that video, please watch it first. As we have learned that there can be multiple types of questions in your IELTS listening exam, it is important to understand that these varying question types require different techniques to be answered effectively. Listening for specific information or data is one of those techniques which we are going to focus on today. Certain questions in the test will require a particular piece of information as their answers. These particular piece of information would not be very long and could include names, numbers, qualities, feelings, and so on. The length of the responses will be determined by the instructions given for each question you attempt. For instance, a gap-filling question may ask you to fill in the blanks with no more than 2 words. So, your response should either be in 1 or 2 words. Anything longer than that would be marked wrong. In order to answer these questions effectively, we need to use the technique called listening for specific information. So what exactly do we need to do in it? Well, for starters, make sure you listen for relevant and crucial information in the recordings. All that information in the form of words which is present in the questions is important. You just need to be aware of these words, and once the audio is played, try to listen for similar words and phrases as in the question. The answer which you need would be somewhere around there. If there is any number, name or date given in the question, then you should get super attentive once you hear them in the audio, as the answer must be nearby and you could hear that any moment. This question has 2 parts. First, we can see the aim, that's what we need to do, and second are the question statements. Now, step 1 is to read the objectives of the question carefully. In this case, we need to complete the notes on the basis of what we hear in the recording. But can we complete the notes using long sentences or phrases? No. Word limit is clearly mentioned in the question. Here, we are allowed to write only 1 word in each blank. Anything above 1 would be considered wrong. It doesn't matter if it contains the right answer. It would still be marked wrong. So please make sure that you read the instructions mindfully. The next step is to read the heading if there is one in the question. Headings help you establish a better idea of what exactly is going to be talked about in the audio. It helps you anticipate and prepare yourself for the audience. In this sample question, we have the heading Opportunities for Voluntary Work in Saudho Village. So just by reading the heading, we got to know the audio is about somebody inquiring for some voluntary work in some Saudho village. In the third step, we are going to analyze information given in the question statements. For that, we need to underline all the main words that we see. These main words usually could include nouns, verbs, adverbs and adjectives. We call them keywords. Never forget to underline or circle keywords before you listen to the audio. Grammar words such as articles, prepositions, helping verbs, etc. usually do not qualify as keywords. In this case, we have help, books and time to be arranged or time arranged as the keywords. Similarly, mark keywords in all the question statements. Now, it is time to listen to the audio. For demonstration, a small extract will be played for blank 1 only. Try to hear similar words for the keywords marked in statement 1.
Hello, Jane Fairbanks speaking.
Oh, good morning. My name's Frank Pritchard. I've just retired and moved to Southo. I'd like to become a volunteer, and I gather you coordinate voluntary work in the village.
That's right.
What sort of thing could I do?
Well, we need help with the village library. We borrow books from the town library, and individuals also donate them. So, one thing you could do is get involved in collecting them, if you've got a car, that is.
Yes, that's no problem.
Did you get the answer? Yes, you're right. It's collecting. Nice work if this was your answer too. Let's try the other 2 blanks now. Listen again for similar words in the audio. Here we go.
The times are pretty flexible, so we can arrange it to suit you. Another thing is the records that we keep of the books we're given, and those we borrow and need to return to the town library. It would be very useful to have another person to help keep them up to date.
Right. I'm used to working on a computer. I presume they're computerized?
Oh yes.
Is the library purpose-built? I haven't noticed it when I have walked around the village.
No, we simply have the use of a room in the village hall, the west room, it's on the left as you go in.
Let's check the answers. Were these your answers as well? Good job if they were. Practice these steps we learned today and you will surely get a decent score in listening. The same technique could be used to answer all these question types you can see here. Hope you found the video helpful. We will see you next time with more useful content. Thanks for watching.